Hi spooky people, my name is Betty but you may call me Bebs and welcome back to the channel. Today I've decided it is finally time to decorate my spooky mansion. And I'm actually very excited because I was kind of sick of seeing my house in the sad little junk corner where I left all of my other stuff and I've kind of been pushing it off to the side. But now's the time to finally change that. I'm just going to warn you, this video is a little bit all over the place simply because I started decorating it in this atmosphere as you're seeing it right now, as I'm kind of making my way over to the area that we're gonna build in. And then suddenly the next day Animal Crossing said, you know what? It's winter now. So, well, yeah, that's about it. As you just saw, I ran around in some circles and now you're gonna see me move my house to the desired location. And I think you will see how my house is being built next. Yeah, so you see me kind of like running around and then boom, it's winter. What you're seeing right now is me trying to place a pathway that will lay underneath the furniture that I'm gonna place there later. And this weather, this snowy kind of pale scenery made me think about my path. And I've come to the conclusion that I don't like it anymore. Especially in the later days of fall, kind of felt like it's kind of like too pale, not really spooky enough. So I've decided to run around, show you the little pathway that I made, and then I've decided, you know what, I'm just gonna change the entire freaking path. But before I do that, I place the actual furniture, like the castle tower and the castle walls, that will be the mask of the house. Is that how you say it? Well, it's kind of what I'm hiding my house behind. And as you can see, this beautiful lady decided, you know what, I'm just gonna stand here. You wanna place something? Sorry, that's not my problem. And I was like, alright, you're gonna move off the island. And that's what she's actually gonna be doing. She's gonna be moving her little anteater ass off this island. So yeah, you will see someone new in her place in the future. Alright, now I'm looking at my house again, thinking, do I really want to change the path? And yes, I do really want to change the path. So I spent like an hour looking for paths until I came across Lauren's path. You can see the MA down in the corner. This is now going to be our new path. I absolutely love this path because it's dark but still natural. Because I chose the first autumny path because I thought it was nice and natural. And all the other paths that I tried with the darker stones, they were always like, nah, kind of too blocky, too city-like, too a corner spiky, didn't like it. But this kind of natural, kind of, I like it. So you're gonna have to get used to it. Right here, I am preparing a place for the obligatory well that I think, like, there is probably not a single spooky island that does not have at least one well. So that's mine. Maybe there will be more, but for now, this is my spooky well. Alright, now I'm kind of starting to work on this little, what's it called? Peninsula? I think that's what it's called. And when I first saw the new update items, like the gazebo, I was like, yes, I want to place this right here. So I'm mapping out where I'm gonna plant some bushes. And I think it's very, like, I kind of don't like this little peninsula because there is so so big of a border between where you can plant things and where the actual land ends. And so it's like, why could they not have moved that a little bit further to the edge? But it is what it is, I guess. So here I'm just placing some paths so that it doesn't look too empty, filling all the holes with bushes, and then you will see me place the beautiful black gazebo. Yeah, and I've left this one tiny little space that I'm standing in right now open, simply because if there is a fish, I need to get to it. And if I completely fill it up, then how will I catch fish? If I ever go fishing once every 3,000 years. But, you know, if I ever go fishing, I need to reach it. Alrighty, now as you can see me running in circles, I'm starting to work on what I planned to be the graveyard area, because I felt like, you know, is it really a spooky mansion if there's not a graveyard in front of it? Obviously not. So yeah, that's what you see me doing right now, just laying out the paths. And I struggled with this area simply because it's kind of flat, it's very slim. You don't really have much place to work with, and if I build anything tall, then it's gonna hide the mansion, but everything's very flat and kind of depressing. So yeah, you will see me build these fences and they do not last. So my general idea for this build was I wanted a dark mansion for my spooky little self to live in. Because I just think it's a vibe, alright? It's what I live for, the spooky vibes. And what's more spooky than a spooky mansion? That's right, absolutely nothing. And as you can see, like in the general background of this build, there's already kind of a forest that I started to build. This is going to be a transition area towards the murder spooky campsite that I'm trying to build in the near future, or just generally in the future if I find time to actually do it. Oh yeah, and here we are removing everything that we've built so far. And exchanging it with flowers, and Lucky was like, yes, finally some flowers in this bitch. You really like this game, huh? Yes, I do. What you gonna do about it, huh? Nothing, that's right, because you can't do anything about it. Also, what I want to mention is I'm out here, yeah, decorating everything with the most power that I can squeeze out of my dead little body, but don't look at the beaches, alright? Just don't. Ignore the beaches. Do you see anything to the right of the screen? Sorry, I can't. I don't know what beaches are. What is that? Organized beaches? I'm sorry, what? But I promise we'll clean them up eventually. Like, at least till the very end of this island. Then I will have to clean them off, because I don't feel comfortable publishing any dream addresses when my beaches look like this. So that's a promise. One day these beaches will be decorated and free of garbage flowers. I also love that my villagers decided today's the day. I'm gonna be outside. I'm gonna be everywhere where you do not want me to be. And I'm just gonna run around the entire time. And they did not leave me alone. And Mathilda was constantly thinking, what am I gonna do? Girl, I don't know. Go figure it out. Ask your neighbors. I'm busy. Please leave me alone. Like these people, these villagers, they do not talk to me at all. Never. Not in 1,000 years. And when I decide, you know what, I'm gonna build something. I have the motivation, I have the time, I'm gonna do something. Then they're in my way, sitting their asses where I don't need them. Alright, and as you can see, we're kind of at the planned filling up spaces stage of the build. And I've decided, wouldn't it be cute if I put some pumpkins in between, as usual, to kind of connect it to the rest of the island, but also some of that glowy moss. Because I feel like at night, this is going to look super nice when you like walk through it, or when your villagers walk through it, and it kind of gives it a spooky kind of haunted vibes, I think. Very magical also. So that's why I love them. I love them a lot. Alrighty, and that brings us to the final walkthrough. I took the liberty and went to nighttime just to walk you through it, because I felt like that's when my island looks the best. Now would you look at this beautiful mansion? I absolutely love how this turned out, and thank you again to my friend Julia, who also helped me chop down the trees when I flattened my island, for gifting me these, because I'm broke as But yeah, I kind of wish that you could hide the walls a bit better without making the build too chunky, but it is what it is. Also, I found out that you can turn your camera angle like this, and I'm obsessed. So you're gonna see me show you some areas with this angle in the near future. Like, look at this. This angle? Immaculate. Delicious. Never been done before. Also, kind of disappointing that these tall items, like the wall and the tower, do not have snow on them. Kind of disappointing, Nintendo, really. Alrighty, so we're at the end of this video, and I really hope that you kind of enjoyed what I did here, that you like the spooky vibes. And yeah, I will just see you in the next time. I will also put the new code down in the description box. Bye!